some videos coming out today. It's New Year's Eve, as you know. I've got a few videos to do today. A few reviews, and of course my top 10 best movies of the year. So the first one I'm going to review is one I watched last week, which is called Swimming for Gold. A famous swimmer known as Claire is sent to Australia to teach the boys swimming. And realizes that she can make some nice new friends, and has a relationship with the top swimmer, the Captain Liam. So, this film I didn't hear much about till last week when I watched it. It came out. All I know is that it came out this year. Yeah, and it starred Peyton List. It's from two of my favourite Disney Channel shows, Jessie and Bunked. But that was all I knew when I heard of this movie. So I gave it a watch, and it's actually a really enjoyable swimming movie. Yeah, we've got a really enjoyable swimming movie. Not something you would expect, but yeah, an enjoyable swimming movie. So let's start with the characters. As you would think that it wouldn't, if the film like Swimming for Gold, it would only focus on a few characters. Well, it does focus on a few, but it does focus on the ones it wants to focus on the most. First, there's Claire, who is a nice character, and who is introduced to be the new coach, and isn't sure if she's ready for the responsibilities yet, and who actually does have an interesting character. I wouldn't say it's the best character I've seen Peyton List play. I mean, she does have a few quirks. Like she wants the boys to see her as like tough, which we have seen, but we haven't seen that before, or at all, right? Anyway, even if she seems to other characters, so she does offer some interesting character development as the film would go on. Other characters that the film would focus on mainly are Michaela, who is Claire's arch rival at first, but then they realise that they have more in common than they think. Liam, the captain of the boys' football team, and will later become Claire's love interest. As Annabelle, who is the most hyped and Claire's biggest fan, and Coach Boddy, who is the main coach of the boys' football team, swimming team. Also, the acting is really good. Like I said, Peyton List does do a good job, even if it ain't her best performance. And some of the other actors do really good work with their acting skills. And then there's the story. Like I said, Ed was Claire, and not being the most or rigid or protagonist we've seen, the same can be said for the story. Where it doesn't really have much it focuses on. All it is Claire getting a team ready for a big swimming event. They don't really offer much yet. And the film would later become predictable every minute until we realise why Claire hasn't been in the water for a while. However, but when we get to that, it does not only offer more development to Claire's character, but it also helps the story. It gets a little more interesting than and it does try to focus itself on the training sequences really well. All leading up to the big finale at the end of the movie with the big swimming competition. And another thing that I feel like the film managed to get right is its visuals. The filmmakers really captured Australia in all its beauty. To giving some nice creativity to the world showing the world building of the movie. And also offers some great swimming sequences. Especially with some of the training scenes, which are nicely visual in my opinion. There are a few flaws with the visuals, like some of the huts that the characters live in could have been a bit more better at visually. But other than that, the rest of the visuals are spot on. So overall, is it amazing? No. But for a swimming movie, it's actually really, really well done. Swimming for Gold is a fun and enjoyable movie where it does have some flaws, or is short, or like a weak story and the main character isn't that interesting at first, but it does make up for it with some nice visuals or likeable characters. So some nice voice acting, and the second half actually does get a little more better. If you're a swimming fan, and then you're most likely going to enjoy this movie. It will be right up your street as a nice film to watch. As for the rating, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It didn't reach the gold, but it still reached an enjoyable movie. So, one video done, but we've still got a lot more today.